Hello, I'm Damien from Property Flippers Australia and welcome to our taster of property flipping. So we're going to go through, we've got this introductory video as well as 5 other videos where we speak about the simple property flipping process, just to give you an idea of what property flipping is all about and what kind of things you need to know and whether that's something that you'd like to do in the future. So you may have heard from people that you can buy, renovate and sell property for profit super easily, and it can be really profitable, potentially over $50,000 profit, potentially up to $150,000. Sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less, and that could be more than what you earn with your full-time job, which is super exciting when you think about it, that you could potentially be doing this alongside your 9 till 5 job. And all this is definitely true. We've seen it from our own experience and other people doing property flipping. But at the same time, there's things you need to know. You can't just go into property flipping without being educated and understanding all the parts of the process. So it's a very simple process. However, it can be super complex and complicated along the way for people who aren't educated, aren't networking well with people who can help them, and don't have a coach alongside them as well to be able to answer those questions and push them in the right direction when things become a bit more difficult. Now, in regards to this free course, we're going to touch on the 5 F's that are our guide to a simple process of property flipping. We walk through each F and we discuss what it means, how you would use it as part of the property flipping process, and also at the end of each video, I'm going to share with you a case study as well, just to give you an idea over these 6 videos exactly what can be possible. Now, when people ask me about property flipping and what they should be doing to get into that, that property space, I've had to think about it, and there's kind of 5 things, five things that I'd talk to them about that they really should do to set themselves up for success. Let's quickly just jump in and speak about those now before we go into the first case study. So my first point would be education. A few years ago when we started, we made sure we educated ourselves. We focused on improving ourselves so that we would be not an amateur when we're in the property flipping world. We're a professional, it's a business, and we understand what needs to be done. So you need to learn the process, understand how each part of the process works, and you need to be able to complete it with confidence yourself. It does make perfect sense when you're starting out to have someone check over all your numbers, check over all your work. But overall, you're wanting to build yourself up and keep improving so you can do it all yourself with confidence. The second thing is get a mentor. Have a coach that you can ask questions and just check anything out that you're not sure about. They're going to be able to assist you in your journey and in that learning process to make sure that you can build certainty of results. Because without someone there who's done it before assisting you, it becomes very difficult from a mindset point of view whether you're on the right track. The third thing is a network. We want to make sure in something like property flipping where it's a really high risk but also high reward, we want to have people around us who are wanting to do the same thing that we are, and they just keep us on track. So building your network is another one of those really important items that you want to be doing. Mindset. So you need to make sure that you're disciplined, you need to make sure you're resilient, and you need to make sure that you're able just to keep going. Because if you aren't able to do that, then you're not going to be able to be successful in this space. So you need to work with your coach on your mindset, just assist you in building your mindset to be able to work through problems and just get through them. No matter what problem comes up, you just need to be able to go, right, okay, we're going to get this done. And last but not least is just keep going. No matter what happens, you push through. If you have a bad experience, you learn from it and you push through. If you have a great experience, same thing, you learn from it and you enjoy what you get at the end of it. You just want to make sure you're going to keep improving and go again, because the people who don't keep going are the ones who miss out on all the really good times that property flipping can give you, especially when it comes to building your lifestyle that you want. Now, let's jump into the case study. Now, this one wasn't our first renovation, but it was just one I wanted to speak about, as this was a buy and hold that I had in Clarkson, in Perth. I bought it in my personal name in my 20s, and it was a great introduction to buying an older property and what value you can add through the renovation process and what that can do to your final sale price. So you'll see with this one, the property was in poor condition. It had the same tenants in it over a long period of time. They were pretty much happy, not getting any maintenance done, not having it refreshed, and just having a lower rate of interest. I was happy having them there because they were really, really good tenants, kept the property in good condition other than fair wear and tear. So when we looked at potentially selling it, the real estate agent valuation came in at $420,000. This was back in 2022. However, if we would then put $50,000 in to renovate it and bring it up to a new age looking home from the outside and the inside, and it sold for $580,000. So we ended up spending $50,000 and then getting another $100,000 back as well. So as you can see, here's the front of the property in the condition that we sold it. It was quick change in terms of colours, white, grey and black. New roof restoration, new landscaping, just made it nice, neat and tidy, ready for people to walk through the home. And then just a few photos we've got here. Here's the old looking lounge room, back when it was taken in 2019, the old slate tiles. Glad to see the back of those. And then here we are, and what it looked like with a new hybrid plank, paint, window coverings, and staging. So it came out really, really well and looked like a new home. Then coming into the kitchen, as you can see here, 90s kitchen. You can tell that countertop anywhere, and with the way the oven's built into the wall. Again with the slate tiles. And here we are, look at that. So what a difference. And this was a 4x2, investing $50,000. We just did a quick tidy up on the bathrooms rather than actually demoing them and starting again, and put it on the market. And then getting $580,000 at that point in time was a suburb record for an established home in that area. So as you can see there, just from that case study in particular, renovation can really add value to your final sale price, and it can allow you in a lot of potential property flips to make that disparity between unrenovated to renovated and build in there your profit that you can make from that deal. So if you're thinking about property flipping, this is definitely the right thing for you to watch. Have a look at the next 5 videos as we explain the 5 Fs and the process. And I hope that just gives you the information to consider whether this is the right thing for you. I'll see you in the next video.